Alright, here's a weird one for you guys. Got a bunch of bottles down on the shelf. What in the hell am I going to tell you? Here we go. Swift Pours, another episode. So, a lot of people are asking me, like, hey man, what's your like everyday sippers? If you could choose bottles that out of your collection that you always veer to the most, what would they be? Well, I was going to do a top 5, and clearly that didn't pan out. So, we're going to go over what I like to sip. Number one, they're not ranked. One is the Penelope American Light Whiskey 17. I also have the 15, and it gets hit just as hard. These American Light Whiskeys have been blowing me away. If you guys can't find the Penelope American Light Whiskeys, here's a substitute for you. RY3 Light Whiskey. This one is 144.2 proof, so it's a hazmat. It's a little hot at first. Right now, this thing is insanely delicious. I love RY3 American Light Whiskeys. If you can't find Penelope, grab this bad boy. It's phenomenal. American Light Whiskey, the 17 years, it's 138.8 proof, so if that's a little too hot for you, totally understand. That's kind of what I like to sip. I get kind of a melon and root beer note off of those, and I really enjoy that. The next one I really enjoy is the High West Noble Share. It's finished in Casa Noble tequila barrels, and I love it. I'm not a huge tequila fan, but I love the twist of flavor on that because it brings the tequila side out as well as your bourbon side. So they're both prominent in flavor there together as one, and it is so delicious. I really enjoy that bottle. It's 175 MSRP is the only downside, and will I buy a backup? I'm not sure. I really do think it's special and very good, and I think that a lot of distilleries are going to probably jump on the bandwagon of finishing bourbon in tequila barrels because it's unique, it's different, and it's very good. Another really good one that I've enjoyed a ton this year is the Smoke Wagon 777s. This is so freaking nuts. This is so good. It's 3 blends of 7-year blends. So 3 different 7-year blends goes into this barrel, which goes into these bottles that are numbered through 1600. So there's 1600 bottles made, and I mean that's, you can do the math to get the barrel count off of that. But like each bottle of this has a medallion. The medallion that hangs off that you can hear me click, it will tell you what bottle number you have out of the 1600 in that batch. I have 2 of these, and this one's number 1362, I believe, or 1633, my bad. So it'll say that on the medallion as well as the label down here. So super delicious. It's so unique. My finish on that one was like a peanut butter toast kind of taste, and you get kind of that rye taste, the bourbon corn sweet taste, as well as a little bit of like a malted, like the maltiness for me comes out as like a that peanut note. It's really good and really unique. You want to talk about really unique, really good, different? This guy right here is a 100% rice whiskey, grain to glass. JT Mellick, just a standard small batch bourbon. It is 100% rice, and it is grain to glass. They harvest rice off their property as well as crawfish. So on the label you'll see the crawfish in the background, but yeah, grain to glass. So from the very beginning of the grain all the way to the spirit, that's all on JT Mellick. Phenomenal. You kind of get a rice pudding mid-taste as well as the sugary, oaky in the finish. And dude, it's unique, it's different, it's wild. And when people come over and haven't tried something super odd, I always bring that out because who's had a rice whiskey that tastes that freaking good? So that's one of my favorites right now as well. Another one that I just picked up this week actually is this Crittenden's. This Crittenden's is a cherry and sherry finished bourbon, and I believe it's 121 proof, 121.7, and it is freaking insane. It's aged 4 years and super dark. You get cherry notes, dark cherry, dark chocolate. Oh my god, like a little bit of oakiness, but oh dude, this is insane. This is so good. Dried fruits. The finish is sweet but oaky, and oh, it just makes my mouth water talking about it. This one is phenomenal. I'm very happy I grabbed it. They're from Mississippi as well, so kind of opposite next to the woods there. Super cool though. Another really freaking good one. Had to throw Art of the Spirits in there. You know I had to. Huge fan of Art of the Spirits. This is the Frozen Chosen cigar blend. I'll actually read the blend on this. This blend is a 30% 19-year bourbon finished 11 months in tawny port cask, 30% 19-year rye finished at 10 months in Foursquare rum cask, 15% 9-year single barrel rye finished 24 months in a Bardstown wheated bourbon barrel, and then 15% 12-year single barrel bourbon. That's insane. That's a lot of freaking stuff in that bottle, and it is insanely good. Arlo Spirits is extremely veteran friendly, so when I have anybody who I may have served with or is in the military, I always bring out an Arlo Spirits bottle. Lately, I've been hitting this one very hard because it is a phenomenal cigar blend and an excellent everyday sipper. Another crazy one that I actually did an event with the Kansas City Whiskey Guild was this bad boy right here. This is the Brewers Collab of Virginia State Distilling. It's an American single malt finished in Boulevard Brewing Company's proper pour beer barrels. So good, so weird. Right now, this is the Kansas City allocated booming bottle right now. I don't know if it's actually allocated, but it's definitely being treated that way. Tons of people are talking about that bottle. Very blackberry pie, cobbler, vanilla, custardy kind of taste, but you get that American single malt forward front. And kind of wild that I have an American single malt in my lineup of everyday sippers. That says kind of a lot, because I have to be in a mood for American single malt, and that is actually my second bottle of that Brewers Collab American single malt from Virginia State Distilling, finished in proper poured beer barrels. It is phenomenal. If you find one, they're about $50. Holy cow, is there a ton of flavor there. So that's definitely up in there. Another one, if you guys know me personally, you know I'm a huge Wild Turkey fan. Boom, Russell's Reserve 13. I have been babying this bad boy for a while. These run about $250 to $330 on secondary. I think the MSRP is $175 or $250. I know it's a drastic differently number, but I can't remember what the MSRP on this is. This is batch 5, and I've really, really enjoyed these. If I haven't, or enjoyed this one, I don't have these. I have one. If I don't want to sip this, I will sip a Russell's Private Pick. I have quite a few of those, so if I don't want to hit my Russell's 13, I will go through and do a Private Pick instead. And those are freaking incredible. Each one of them very different, but you kind of get that turkey funk flavor in there, and I thoroughly enjoy Wild Turkey. Another crazy one was actually this bottle right here, Pinhook 9-year Oklahoma Horse Show single barrel. This is a 9-year single barrel from Pinhook. For those that don't know, Pinhook is made at Castle and Key, where Colonel E.H. Taylor, that's his old distillery. So Castle and Key E.H. Taylor juice, is not going to be terrible. So this one has been very, very good. I got this in the past week from a buddy of mine. Shout out Patrick. He was down in Texas, and he picked that one up for me on his way back into Oklahoma City. We opened this. It is unbelievably good, and it tastes so much more different than an E.H. Taylor and a Castle and Key. To me, it's almost like a single barrel E.H. Taylor with a whole lot more different notes off of the fruitiness. You get a lot of fruitiness, a lot of weird notes. Every time I sip this, I get something different. Super, super good. Recommend picking that up, and that's definitely in my lineup. Another one is this guy right here. It is a Four Roses single barrel strength pick out of one of our local liquor stores, Gomer's of Kansas. They did a Say Yes barrel of the Four Roses single barrel strength. It's 11 years and 7 months, I believe. Yep, and it's OBSF. This bad boy brings everybody together, in my opinion. I get Wild Turkey funk off of it. I get Jack Daniel's tasting off of it, as well as Buffalo Trace. So there's a lot of fruitiness. There's a lot of turkey funk in there. Jack Daniel's comes out a little bit off of this, and it's really a just curveball of a bottle. These Four Roses single barrel picks are phenomenal. As you can see, I have quite a few. I really, really enjoy them, and each one of them being a little bit different, it's awesome to go through and try them. So that one's definitely in the list. And then last but not least, lately I've been hitting this guy, Wild Turkey Spiced. They do not make this anymore. It is a 86 proofer, and it tastes like a like cream soda rum. It is unbelievable. Recently, I actually had a buddy of mine, Patrick. He's gotten me a couple bottles, and now I have 4 of these bad boys. And this is my first one open. And I paired this with Dr. Pepper the other night and some ice, and it was unbelievable. Sipping it neat as well. Super wild. Vanilla rum bomb. So good. And I don't like rum, and this is like cream soda rum vanilla bomb. God, it's so delicious. So that concludes kind of my top lineup of what I veer to and what I've been trying and sipping on. Another cool one too that I will end on is this Penelope Creme Brulee. If I'm a couple sips in and I go to this, this one pops out big time for me. Other than that, thank you guys for tuning in. I wanted to show you guys kind of what I veer to and what I look at when I'm sipping on the weekends. So let me know what you guys like. Let me know if you guys have any questions on anything that I brought up. I try to go over them briefly. That way it's not a super mega long video and you guys kind of know what to look for when I'm looking for stuff or sipping on stuff. So really appreciate it. And for next time, cheers. Appreciate y'all. Have a good one.